それにね
Oh, that cuts
そ
off.
れにネクラすぎるんじゃないですか、その主人公。
Hey, don't go reading my stuff without permission.
物語の主人公というのはもっと快活で前向きでないと。
Doesn't matter. This is a biography. Oof. There's no need for embellishment, no need for drama. I just wrote down the facts, that's all. And I know that I don't have any talent for this. I was just trying to imitate someone else. Someone I once admired. I'm done anyway, I just finished it. I slammed the notebook shut. The single word written on the cover catches my eye. Island. I even gave it a title. What the hell am I trying to do?
ちょっとそれお貸しください。
Bruh. She takes the notebook and pencil from me and adds something to the last page. When she hands it back, I take a look. This has been my story, the story of Sun Zenkai Setsuna and like stuff. What did you do? What did you do to my story? She even changed the title to Never Island.
読んでるこっちが恥ずかしいですよ。まるで人生の酸いも甘いも知ったような口ぶりで。
So what do you know about life? Doesn't look that much older than me.
私、それなりには経験豊富なんですよ。そうですね。例えば、去年、最愛の人を海で亡くしたりですとか。
Which we know. Spoiler alert for the other routes I've already been through. Check out my YouTube channel, Kevin AG207, for those routes. I think the person who died out at sea was the scientist or researcher, which is actually Karen's mom, who I think died at the structure at sea, whatever it was called. Right, and then in Karen's route we went over to the mainland and found her. She was right here. What's up with my webcam? Yeah, that's great, because when this webcam doesn't get a lot of light, it starts glitching out. The sensor in the camera sucks, because it's kind of cheap, but whatever. Maybe I can... You know what? I usually do this, but I didn't do it this time. I have another light that I'm shining on my face from over there, which should increase or decrease the weirdness in the camera, but oh well, whatever. Anyway, let's continue. Hmm?
あなたが刹那さんですよね。
That's not my name. How do you know my name?
港で黄昏ているヒゲモジャの人がそうだとお聞きしております。
From whom? No, that doesn't matter. He must have the wrong guy. I'm just some nameless bum. I'm not Setsuna. Everything started wrong because I wanted a name.
けど、さっきそこに刹那と書かれていたじゃないですか。ご自分で。自伝ですよね。それ。
Ah, that's right. It's my story. It details everything I've ever experienced on this island. Yeah, Setsuna. It's the name she gave me. It's the one thing I can't throw away, no matter how hard I try to deny it.
申し遅れておりました。私、山吹桃香と申します。
A new wind is blowing in from the ocean.
刹那さんにお迎えに上がりました。
Fetch me. The wind riffles the pages of my notebook.
世界の秘密をお伝えするために。
There are still some blank pages left in the back. Even what I know from the
素敵
anime,
な島ですね。
whatever.
昔訪れた
Everything keeps
リオ
coming
の
back
街に
slowly
ど
as
こか
I.
似ています。
Oya in Greece? Is that an actual town in Greece?
あの町も古くからの文化を色濃く受け継いでいて、まるで世界から切り離されたような穏やかな時間が流れていました。もっともこの島とは違って本土との交流も盛んで観光地としても成功していますけどね。
As we walk slowly along the shore, she tells me about foreign lands I've never heard of before. Means there are still plenty of places in the world I don't know about. I mean, I'm I'm some guy who arrived on this island not very long ago with no memories of anything. How would I even know about the world anyway? Did you just want to brag to me about your travels?
とんでもない。イヤの観光はついでで、視察の目的は
Suddenly gasps and shuts her mouth before putting her index finger to her lips.
守秘義務がありますから。
Oh well, whatever.
どこまでお話ししていいんでしたっけ？
Anyway, where is she planning on taking me?
せつなさんはこの島に伝わる伝承をご存知ですか？
Yeah, more or less.
事実だとお考えですか？
No way, it's just a stupid folk tale. A pair of star-crossed lovers, sickness and death, hopes and aspirations for the future. The themes at the heart of the story, when reduced to its essences, are to be found in tales from all over the world. It's such a generic template, could apply to almost any era. Its ambiguous phrasing creates a kind of illusion, making the story resonate with anybody who has experienced something similar in their lives. For the same reason, some people treat Nostradamus' writings as prophecy. I don't know who that is. I apologize. Wonder if that's some mythical, like someone who, I don't even know. It sounds almost like Greek or Latin or, I don't even know. Maybe a philosopher, I don't know. However, the world didn't end in the 7th month of 1999 August by the Gregorian calendar. All that ended was the life of a single girl.
私も伝承は創作だと思います。ですが、
Fiction,
それが創作された
donation.
背景には何らかの事実があるはずなんです。
A kind of truth?
世界各地の古道にはその島特有の伝承や言い伝えが残されていることがあります。それは本土から伝わった物語が変化したものであったり、その逆であったり、全く独自のものであったりと様々です。例えば有名な昔話、浦島太郎伝説ももともとはいくつかの島に伝えられていたローカルな伝承をまとめ上げたものだと言われています。
I like her facial expression.
この
This
島
game,
の名
I
前
like
が
the
浦島
game's
であるこ
faces.
とを考えると、もしかしたらこの島の伝承も元ネタの一つだったのかもしれませんね。
What's she trying to say?
私たちはそれらの伝承の共通点に着目しました。あ、私たちと言っても、私はまだ学生の身でひよっこも同然なんですけど。
So what do they have in common? Sea breeze tickles my nose.
海とオーバーテクノロジーです。
What? Over technology? It gently sweeps across my face as if to caress the tip of my nose.
オーバーテクノロジーとは、その時代の文明レベルでは実現し得ない技術、あるいは現代に至っても実現できていない技術のことを言
Future
います。
technology.
後者についてはロストテクノロジーといえば
No,
わか
you
りや
can't
すい
say
でしょう
that
か。
to me after I watched. Oh, now I need to. Oh no, there's the plot lines in Galaxy Angel that I just watched. There's thingies called Lost Technologies. What the hell? That's so funny. Actually, I have to ping bread. Oh no.
私たちは各地の島に基地を築
Lost
き、
technology,
そうい
huh?
ったオーバーテクノロジーの痕跡を探し求めました。最初に見つかったのは臓器移植が行われたと思
The
わしき
mummy of a
ミイ
person
ラで
with
した。
transplanted organs.
当時は DNA 鑑定などの手段がなく、ミイラ化する際に臓器を入れ替えただけだろうと言われ、調査は中断されました。しかし後に臓器の入れ替えは生前に行われていたことが
Well,
明ら
we
かにな
can
り
do
ました。
that now, can't we?
拒絶反応の抑制薬も麻酔も無菌ルームも、
Okay, that's fair.
そもそも人体に対する知識すらない時代の人間がどうやって臓器移植を行ったというのでしょう。
Isn't it just a coincidence of some kind? I mean, the concept of human rights wouldn't have existed back then. I also tried it on hundreds of people, thousands, and through a process of trial and error, they eventually succeeded. Several coincidences lined up can sometimes look like a miracle, that's all.
一例であれば偶然で済ませられたかもしれません。
There were multiple?
ですが近年になり、 各地の基地で発見が相次ぎました。電子回路、遠距離通信装置、宇宙船、オーバーツと
Spacecrafts.
呼ばれる超文明の遺産です。
Obards? What? OOPR? What's that even? What did she say in
電子
Japanese?
回路、遠距離通信装置、宇宙船、オーバーツと呼ばれる超文明の遺産で
Obards,
す。
whatever. Lost super civilizations? But
オーバーツの解析は一向に進んでいません。現代の私たちの技術力をもってしてもです。
suddenly sci-fi this game. So you're saying there used to exist a civilization more advanced than our own. Is that the secret of this world?
半分正解で半分間違いです。
Half?
確かにそういう学説はあります。ですが仮に未知の超古代文明が発達していた
And
とすれば、
so
しかし不思議なことにオーバーツの眠る遺跡は世界各地に点在しています。まるで突如この世界に出現したかのように。
time travel? Huh?
さらなるオーバーツを探し当て世界の秘密を
What
解
if
き
they
明
time
かすの
traveled
が
from the future?
私た
Because
ちの
then
使命なんです。
technology could have been advanced, you know? So that's what you meant before.
一応表向きは海洋調査ということになっておりますので口外はご遠慮くださいね。
Don't worry, I'm not exactly a gossip. Marine research. My gaze drifts towards the ocean. In the distance, a single light sits on the horizon. Did you guys build the offshore platform here? There it is.
正確には私の先輩たちですが。
I'm trying to find something in the ocean. What did you find? No, wait, I heard it was being dismantled because I didn't find anything of interest. Wait, why is it still there? Wasn't it supposed to be demolished? Supposed to? When did I learn about that? Yes. Karen's route, it was demolished. Can't remember, but I'm sure I heard it somewhere. It was supposed to have been torn down soon after the storm.
取り壊しは1ヶ月ほど延期されることになったんです。小
For what
原
reason?
リーネさんを捜索するために。
Right.
海で人を探している時にあんなものを爆破するわけにはいきませんからね。
Unconsciously, I slipped my hands into my pockets. Oh yeah, I still have that thing.
取り壊し予定日は明日だそうです。よかったです。ギリギリ間に合って。
Tomorrow?
まさかこの目で見られるとは思いませんでした。この奇跡には感謝しないといけませんね。すみません。私たらよかっただなんて不謹慎なことは。
It's okay. What's she searching for exactly? Everything's over, we're done. What's she trying? Oh, educated Emu. Thanks for the follow. Everything's over, we're done. What's she trying to start?
結局取り壊しを阻止できなかったことは非常に残念です。せめて3ヶ月前の時点で私まで情報が降りてきていれば。
3 months ago. That was before I arrived.
順を追ってお話ししましょう。
Hmm?
今から20年近く前、
Bruh, we're
この
going
島のとある
into
住
full
民が
on.
私たちにコンタクトを取ってきました。
Oh, okay. It's time to read. Actually, no, she was talking, so I don't actually need to. This is probably going to be a lot of dialogue. 20 years ago.
クルツ夏美という
Right, that
女性です。
was Karen's mom.
小原則正とガランドマリアという2人が調べたこの島の伝承に私たちが探しているオー
Those
バー
are
テクノロジーの痕跡があるとのことでした。
The mom of Sara and Norimasa. I think that's the dad of Ninette, right?
彼女らの話を受
It's
け
been a while,
私たち
so I
は
hope
こ
that's
の
right.
島の調査を開始しました。しかし調査基地海上ステーションの建設は島の住民の猛烈な反対を受けなかなか進められずにいました。反対派の筆頭は皮肉にも情報提供者の配偶者
The other people, the
ク
mayor.
ルツ森次、ガランド宗樹、そして小原クオンの3人です。
Hmm?
特に小原クオンの声は強く彼女を中心にして
She was
長期に
against
わたる
this?
反対運動が繰り広げられていたそうです。そんな折に事件は起こりました。
Right, because this was 20
今から
years
ちょう
ago.
ど10年前、1989年のことです。
That's still not
小原クオンとその娘が崖から海に転落し行方不明になったんです。
Guon and Nina?
娘は3日後、島の浜辺で発見され保護されました。
She's referring to that one time? A time Nina told me about her and she found herself collapsed on the beach and Setsuna saved her? Their first meeting?
私たちはそれを好機だと考えました。
Opportunity. Wait, what happened to Kuon?
遺体が上がったのはその1ヶ月後だったと聞いています。
Kuon's body, what's she talking about?
もう夏も終わるというのにこの島は暑いですね。
Well, it's time for more brain
続きは
frying
中でお話しし
this
ましょうか。
stream. Inside? I'll look up ahead. We've arrived in front of a very familiar mansion.
わざわざお出迎えありがとうございます。
Hmm? Somebody seems to be waiting for us. She must be angry. She is covered head to toe in thick clothing, holding up a sketchbook in front of her chest. There, the following is written, seemingly addressed to me. Welcome home, Setsuna-san. She's not angry? The big thing is, right. I don't know, you know what? Maybe she's not angry. Because I did try to save Nina. She died in the end, so I guess she wouldn't have to be
いいんで
angry.
すよ。私たちの前では筆談でなくても。クオンさん、ではなく、
Woman flashes a brief smile beneath her hood.
クオンで構いませんよ。
What's her real
そっち
name?
の方が呼ばれ慣れていますし。
Sorry. I feel a sudden wave of nostalgia upon hearing her voice.
それに、私はかつて自分を捨てた女ですから。
What? Wonder how long it's been since I last set foot in this mansion. I don't need to think long though. The last time that was that day I heard Nina had been found. The place doesn't seem to have changed since then, or at least not in appearance. But the atmosphere inside feels completely different.
改めてお礼を申し上げさせてください、クオンさん。私のような若輩者をご指名いただきありがとうございます。
For what?
まあまあ、そう固くならないでください、山吹先生。先生、そんなとんでもない。私はまだ。それにこういうことを相談できるのは夏美の愛弟子であるあなた以外に考えられませんし、恐縮です。
Momoka sits down demurely? Is that a word? On the sofa. Seated next to Momoka, I'm quietly observing Kuon's behavior. Her voice and mannerisms are definitely those of the Kuon I know. Hey you.
はい。
What a way to address her. Who are you? She moves slightly, almost imperceptibly, but it's clear to me that she's a little startled.
その質問に答えるのは簡単ではないですね。
Excuse me.
私が自分を捨てたのはもうずいぶん昔のことですから。
It's the same thing she said before.
今でも覚えていることは、かつてこの家には若い駒使いがいたということ。奴隷同然の扱いで実質も与えてもらえず、しかし彼女にとってそんなことは苦痛でも何でもありませんでした。最大の不幸は決して叶わぬ恋に溺れていたことでした。
You're talking about...
まあそこまではよくある話です。そう、10年前の
N?
あの日までは、その夜はひどい嵐で則政さんはずぶ濡れになって帰ってきました。
Hey Spear, you missed stuff
どこへ
again.
行っていたのか、何をしていたのか
The previous stream should be
説
going
明
up
はあり
tonight.
ませんでした。一緒に出かけたはずの家族の姿もありませんでした。彼は彼女に向かってただ一言、クオンになれと。
Hmm? No way, is that why?
彼女はその瞬間、すべてを悟りました。
目を閉じ、頭の中でこれまでの人生とこれから起きることを計りにかけました。そして次に目を開いたその時には、もう彼女はどこにも存在していませんで
Every
した。
hair on my body is standing on end. She turned herself into Ohara-kun. She put on a mask, one that she wouldn't ever be allowed to take off again.
私たちはお二人の計画に便乗したんです。小原クオンの協力を得た私たちは海上ステーション
The old
浦島基地の
Kuon.
建設をスタートさせました。残念ながらせっかく完成した基地は5年前その役目を果たすことなく閉鎖されることになってしまいましたけれど、
I'm sorry. He'd gone out with his family earlier that day, but they were nowhere to be seen. When he arrived home, he simply said they made one thing from now on, your Kuon. He immediately understood. So the original Kuon passed away, but how and why and what? You can be here the whole time. You're supposed to know. I don't understand what's going on. Not gonna lie.
その日から今日までクオンさんには基地の管理を一任してきました。
Managing the offshore platform. She took responsibility for her lie, even though there's nobody left who knew the truth. Put up with it all this time. Hey, cool. And is it okay if I call you that?
はい。何でしょう、せつなさん。
Can I ask you one more thing?
構いませんよ。
Cool straightens herself. She probably had some idea of what I'm going to ask. He wasn't your real daughter?
あの子のことですね。
Yes. I'm having a hard time believing it. I mean, they really do look related. This woman who decided to live as Kuon and the girl who chose to die as Rinne.
それはせつなさんのご想像にお任せします。
He's right. It's meaningless to drag it up at this point. But to me...
言いたいところですが、私にも譲れないものはあります。
Something she can't give up. She threw away her name and identity and never saw or spoke to anybody. And yet there's something she can't give up.
あの子は紛れもなく私の娘です。
Fairly sure she's speaking the truth. Doesn't matter whether they're related by blood or on paper.
あの子は私にとってかけがえのない宝です。
Those are definitely a mother's words. I'm so sorry. Oh, I see. I get off the sofa and press my forehead against the floor. If I hadn't done anything... If only I hadn't been here.
頭を上げてください、せつなさん。
It's my fault that that's why I thought Kuon might have reacted differently originally, but
そんなことをしていただきたくてあなたを呼んだわけじゃありません。
what else should I do? Is there anything I can do? There is, I'll do anything. I'll do whatever you say. Kuon, I'll devote the rest of my life to you, so please punish me for what
で
I've...
は私の話を信じてくださいますか。
I look up at her. She looks down at me as if in judgment. Kuon forced me to take a bath before taking me and Momoka outside again. The sun is as bright as you'd expect on a midsummer's day. Kuon takes the lead and Momoka and I walk along behind her. They didn't really have soot blight syndrome.
はい。本物の小原クオンを知る島人たちを欺く必要がありますから。
Why go that far though? With Ohara no Norimasa gone, the offshore platform closed. There's no reason for you to keep playing Kuon,
理
right?
由は最初からたった一つです。
To be the what? Kuon looks up at the distant sky. She
あ
answers,
の子のため
"Yeah, for her."
ですよ。
I don't know what to say to that. Kuon's been working for 10 years to protect what I destroyed in just a couple of days.
一生を捧げてくれるとそうおっしゃいましたね。
Yeah, I mean it. I exchanged a vow with her. I swore to be with her until we died. I swore that even after death I wouldn't let her go. I once made the wrong promise. this time I'll dedicate
その
myself.
程度では済まないかもしれませんよ。
Here, Gillen has taken us to the clinic, where I once went for a checkup.
おお、
Or are we gonna
遅かった
are we
な。
gonna
準備は
see her
と
again
っくに
too?
終わっとるぞ。
い
Oh,
つもありがとうございます、モリスさん。
started
それ
with
では
what?
早速ですがお願いでき
あ、なんか言ったかいの。
すぐにせつなさんの診察を。
Never heard Kulin shout before. Was it really a shout? Oh well. Wait, examine.
こないだのカルテはどこ行ったかな。
Is there
机
one?
の上に出ているそれは違うのですか？3000回刹那と書いてありますけど。
あ、マリア。
あ
マリアなら
あ
先月本土に。
Man, is this old guy really okay?
ああ、
Oh, for
そ
God's
ういえ
sake.
ば新しい補聴器が届いたんじゃった。それではそこにかけてくれたまえ、刹那君。
He has an hearing aid?
体に何か気になる点は？
No, not really.
めまいやだるさは？
No.
直近3ヶ月に不特定多数の女性との性交渉は？
No? Well, just need that.
ち
エッチ。
What a joke. What's up with you two?
口を開けて。
That was obviously a sarcastic remark, but
そうだ。
that was beautiful. This game never fails to amazing.
心音、呼吸音ともに異常なし。血圧も20代男性の正常範囲内だ。やや痩せ気味だが、体重は最初にこの島に来た時と同程度だな。医学的には全くの健康体と言っていい。
それでは
わかった。船を出そう。
What? What a ship. What the heck are they going to do to me? They're gonna transport me to like... What? 30 minutes later, I find myself on a ship helmed by Dr. Mortis. And in this odd company, Momoka and Dr. Mortis, it feels like as if I've gone back in time to the night of the storm. That night I was running around recklessly, fueled by blind faith. The time we were chasing after the same dream. Something has changed since then. But is it me or is it this world? Or maybe not much has changed at all. The world still exists, and I'm still me. Hopefully you can still hear me over that loud noise in the background. Once I thought nothing was worth believing in, but now I'm about to start believing again. I started to feel like I want to believe again.
クオンさん、
Believe again.
モリス先生とはいつから？
最初からですよ。バイモン病であると診断していただく必要がありましたので。
他の方にはよく隠し通せましたね。10年間も。やはり愛のなせる技ということでしょうか。
ノリマサさんはもちろんですが、夏美やマリアも協力してくれましたから。ただ最近森次さんには疑われちゃってるみたいですけど。
Who is that again? The mayor?
ああ、あのハゲタヌキですか。
家族を守りたければ自分と結婚し
Bruh.
と。
やめておいた方がいいですよ。早漏らしいですし。
No, I don't.
早
What?
漏いえいえ、なんでもないです。なんで
Kulin
も。
and Momoka seem to be enjoying their gossip. Though it sounds as if they've never met in person before. Kulin was involved in the erection of the offshore platform near the island, and Momoka has been involved with similar facilities near the mainland. Probably have a lot to talk about, things I couldn't possibly understand.
ステーションの取り壊し後、クオンさんは？
もちろん島に残るつもりですよ。小原クオンとして。
上の人間は本土で新たな名前と生活を用意するつもりのようですよ。
口止め料というわけですね。
まあ否定はできませんが、ですが個人的にもせめて今後の人生はこれまでの分も自由に生きていただければと。
自由ですか。
Kuon looks up at the sky and murmurs. A single seagull arcs over our heads.
私たちはどうすれば自由になることができるのでしょうか。すべてのしがらみを断ち切ることができれば、すべての過去を忘れ去ることができれば、自由になれるのでしょうか。ね、せつなさん。
When Kuon mentions my name, I turn to look at her again. I try to read the expression hidden beneath her hood. Feels like she's testing me. Wait, what? Yes. She's telling me to deny her way of life, the way she's played the role of Kuon for the past 10 years.
せつなさんはどう思われます？
Don't ask me about this nonsense now. Forgetting everything doesn't lead to freedom. When you've lost everything, you're just feeling left empty. And MC knows what he's talking about, because that's exactly... He ended up washing up ashore with no memories of anything. Everybody wears a mask of some kind. It allows us to face others afresh. If you seek freedom by taking off that mask, you won't find your true self or anything like that. Your true self is only visible in relation to others. It's a product of your bonds with them. Being free means always wearing the mask that you want to wear. It means becoming the person you want to be. This woman chose to be Kuon because she wanted to protect her daughter. If that's not freedom, what else is it?
10年前、この島は大きく変わろうとしていました。本土との交流も活発に行われるようになり、経済的にも安定したと聞いています。沖合に見える浦島基地は、この島と本土との架け橋、人々の夢の象徴だったんです。しかし、そんな時期は長くは続きませんでした。今から5年前のことです。島の有力者が立て続けに不幸に見舞われました。ガランドー一家が火災に遭い、小原凛音さんが行方不明になり、その直後に小原則正さんも亡くなられました。呉津夏美さんは全ての責任をかぶって島を去り、私たちも基地からの撤退を余儀なくされました。夢は瞬く間に崩れ去っていきました。
Did anybody wish for things to turn out like that? I know the answer, of course. Nobody wished for it. It was just the result of a combination of unfortunate coincidences.
不幸中の幸いにマリアは一命を取り留めました。しかし当時の島に残るのはあまりにも危険でしたので、夏美と共に本土へ渡ることになりました。私も誘われました。しかし私には島を離れられない理由がありました。
Didn't that right?
行方不明になったあの子のことを忘れて島を逃げ出すなんて真似は私にはできませんでした。
Right.
私は島に残りあの子を探し続けました。
浦島基地には当時の研究チームが作成したこの近海の海底地図が残されていました。島周辺の複雑な海流を予測するためのデータです。結果的にクオンさんは私たちの研究を引き継ぐ形
She
にな
solved
り、
the
や
mystery?
がて
The mystery,
解き明か
as
しました。
in
海に消えたものが流れ着く
the one
その
place
場
where
所を
objects swept out to sea tend to wash up. The place where Nina and I ended up. The island where Setsu and Nina washed up 5 years ago. Ryujima?
その場所で私は目にしました。
What?
浦島伝説の真実を。
Right. Although I thought we already knew, but and nothing is true anymore, so how do we know that's the
か
truth?
つてこの島には
What are
愛
you about
し
to
合
tell
う
me?
二人の男女がいました。男の名は刹那、女の名は輪廻。しかし二人は決して結ばれてはならない運命にありました。
It's the island's legend.
魔女の呪いを受けた二人はこの島から追い出されました。二人は呪いを解く方法を求め、長い長い旅に出ました。やがて二人は魔女の住む島へとたどり着きます。
A witch, though. The details in the middle of the story, like the character relationships, differ depending on who's telling it. Apparently, each family has their own version. This was also detailed in the book I read while I was staying at that hut. But the ending is largely the same in each
二
version.
人は呪いを解くために魔女ととある契約を交わします。魔女は予言しました。輪廻がいつの世か この世界に再び生を受けることを、そして二人が再び巡り会えた時にこそ呪いは解けると。しかしそれが何十年後になるか何百年後になるかは魔女にさえも約束できません。リンネは契約の代償としてその身を海に投げ、自らの命を魔女に捧げました。そしてセツナは自らの時間を魔
For
女に
his
捧
time,
げ、
he decided to enter into
氷
one
の
sleep
中で
in a cold and
長い
icy
眠り
place.
につきました。
So you're saying that the pact was that Nina would have to kill herself, and then she would be reborn and reunite with Setsuna, and Setsuna would be frozen, essentially like what's it called? What's it called? Cryo sleep? Cryonics? Cryonics is low temperature freezing storage of human corpses severed head with the speculative hope of resurrection in the future. Right. Cryo sleep sleeping in a cold and icy place. That's like
再びリンネと巡り会えるそ
because
の
then
日を
she would
夢
be
見ながら
reincarnated into the world, isekai time, and meet up with Setsuna who had been in cryo sleep. That like it's still
私たちは伝承を信じ、この島の近海で探し続けてきました。
wait. I actually kind of want to read this final line. All the while he dreamed about the day he could see Nina again.
伝承が生まれるきっかけになったオーバーテクノロジ
A
ー、
cold sleep machine,
コールドスリープマシーンを
a cryo sleep machine, right? That would be a right. Old sleep.
よくフィクションの中に出てくる低温状態下で一時的に生命活動を低下あるいは停止させる技術のことです。コールドスリープ中は年を取らないため何十年
Should
あ
be
るいは
cryo sleep,
何
right?
百
I
年
just
もの
looked that
長
up.
期の睡眠が可能になります。
They don't age.
今から3ヶ月前のことです。クオンさんはとある無人島のホラー穴の奥深くで奇妙な装置を発見しました。
Hmm? Don't
装
tell
置
me.
の中では一人の少女が眠りについていました。
It was her?
5年前に行方不明になった少女小原リンネさんです。
Didn't need to survive because of the boat. No, she never mentioned it, seeing it with her own eyes. She just fell asleep next to Setsuna when she woke up 5 years had passed. An uninhabited island with no food or fresh water. It was too small to appear on any map, so it was uncertain whether anybody would come for them. It Setsuna lie in order to save Nina.
現在さまざまな企業や大学でコールドスリープの研究が進められています。しかし実用化への道はまだまだ開けていません。そんな中人体のコールドスリープを実現した装置がそれも稼働状態で発見
And
され
are
たん
we
です。
heading there to look at it?
上の人間たちは世間への発表を渋りました。生物学の常識を、いえ下手したら基礎物理学の根底から覆しかねない大発見だったからです。科学者の端くれにも置けないような連中ですよ。私たちの使命は世界の秘密を明らかにすることであり、権力の上にあぐらをかくことではないというのに。とにかくそういうわけで上の人間は今回の発見を黙殺することにしました。まあ一応はリンネさんのためでもあります。目覚めた彼女が世界でたった一人のコールドスリーパーとして好奇の目にさらされることなくこの島で平穏に生きていけるように。
Right. In my head, the one final bit of the puzzle would be why Nina was not 5 years older. If time traveling didn't happen, if time travel is just not a thing that happened, everything was fine, everything in the story kind of made sense except for the fact that Nina was 5 years older, but or not 5 years older, but that now is solved by the cryo sleep thing. So when she fell in to the island, she went into the cryo sleep device, and she was then found, and then like essentially by Kuon kind of set up to reappear on the shore. But the thing is, why is there a cryo sleep machine there, and what does it have to do with anything? So she'd know nothing and believe she'd really been spirited away, when in fact, but because of that, I was deluded into thinking I was Setsuna. And so the old Setsuna also put her into that machine then. And oh, everything then makes sense. Oh Jesus, in my head, okay, in my head it makes sense. Because that, oh my gosh. Okay, the story in my head is as follows. 5 years ago, we had real Setsuna and real Rinne, who fell off the cliff and washed on to Buyujima Island or whatever. Setsuna, okay, probably while Nina was sleeping. I don't know about this, but Setsuna put the Nina in the cryosleep device, and then Setsuna could never leave the island, and then he died on the island. Then 5 years later, Kuon finds the cryo device with Nina in it, and fakes her reappearance on the island. And that's why she's 5 years younger than she should be. So then MC Setsuna arrives on the island, who is probably just someone who drifted ashore from a shipwreck or anything. It has nothing to do with anything. And then, you know, last stream we went back to the island again, where we found indeed Setsuna's bones, because he was the one who died on the island before. And MC is not Setsuna at all. He is just someone washed ashore.
結果的に私たちは取り返しのつかないことをしてしまいました。
Why did MC Setsuna say he killed Setsuna?
いえ、そう結論付けるのは早計かもしれませんね。
Why did MC Setsuna say he killed Setsuna? God, yeah, I don't, whatever. I forget when he even said that. That was already no longer part of my own story in my own head. I don't even, whatever. I follow Momoka's gaze. Whatever, maybe the game will explain everything later. Setsuna just died on the island with Nina in the sleeping device. Yes. Then MC, who probably arrived through a shipwreck on the island, on the main story island, who has nothing to do with Setsuna at all. So the Setsuna who died on the island and the Setsuna main character are two completely different people, and time travel never happened except we have a cryo sleeping device. Whatever. Maybe so far that's what I'm able to piece together from the story right now. Obviously, I'm spoiled by the anime, and there are some things that I don't know. I don't remember quite enough from the anime to do anything with it. But anyway, the offshore platform looms in front of us. The good thing I watched the anime a while ago, and I don't remember much of it anymore. When did that come out? Because I watched it when it aired. That was September 2018, right? That long ago. like what, 1.5 years ago? I don't remember when he said he killed Setsuna. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Sense of deja vu is making me dizzy. I can't shake off the feeling I've seen the structure up close before.
コールドスリープマシンをはじめとしたオーバーテクノロジーがなぜこの世界に散在していると思わ
I
れま
don't
す
know.
か
As he says, I said that then he went yonder and saw his home. Because at that point, we assumed time travel was still a thing, and so the assumption at the time was that Setsuna had traveled back into the past to kill himself, but as it turns out, that wasn't actually what happened. Because apparently time travel was never a thing. If you, although does cryo sleep is that considered time travel? Because for the person who is in there, like according to this game, whoever is in cryo sleep doesn't notice time moving. How did he insist on that then? I don't think he at this point doesn't know. Doesn't believe in that anymore. Just whatever, man. Let's just continue instead of talking about this stuff. Said it as if there were artifacts suddenly appeared out of nowhere. They can't be analyzed with scientific knowledge we have
今
today.
回の発見で私たちは確信しました。それは本来この世界に存在しなかったはずのものだと。
He went down there for nothing and died for nothing. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it seems to be the case. This is it, the secret to this
そ
world?
れは未来からもたらされたもの
Well,
で
then
あ
there
る
is
と
time travel in it, is it? Now right. We're inside the offshore platform. Like, bring a sound effect, because then if time travel is a thing, then my theory breaks down completely. I spent 10 minutes talking about nonsense, and I should just continue with the game. Mocha runs forward, a spark of excitement in her eyes. She almost seems like a different person from before.
あの浦島基地、まさか内部まで見せていただけるなんて夢のようです。
あらあら、山吹先生ったらまるで子供みたいに。
だってここが中宮先生が働いていたあの伝説の
Mocha is practically skipping down the hallway, as though she might break into dance at any moment.
足元にはくれぐれもご注意くださいね。
もちろんです。
Hey, cool, and is this place really that impressive?
科学者にとっては夢の宝庫でしょうね。旧式とはいえ、現存するものの中では最大規模の海上ステーションですし、
I don't really get it though.
実装は無理ですけど、不動形態を取れば牽引移動も可能ですし、
That doesn't tell me much.
波動砲も撃てますし。
Ray guns. Really? That's so cool. Why does Momo's voice remind you from Connor from Kimoza? Uh-oh. Island Momoka. Now I'm gonna be looking around for 10 minutes at voiced by Ai Kakuma. Oh, I cannot be looking at this. I went onto the island Wikipedia, or sorry, island Wikia. Ai Kakuma. On my anime list. Right, she did also voice in the anime. Assuming this is the same voice, I'm not sure if... I'm assuming it's the same voice in the anime too, because the rest of the characters are too. Then... Oh, it's not from... It's not kind of from Kimoza. Isuzu Sento from Amagi Brilliant Park. Oh, she is a unicorn for Azur Lane. Right, she is a popular voice actress. She's done a bunch of voices. Est from Late Dance. Anyway, more tangents.
やっぱり男の子ですね。
Railguns.
刹那さん
What?
は。
It was a joke. She's making fun of ray guns. She's mocking the great dimensional wave motion explosive comprehension compression emitter. What?
刹那さんだってデッキに船をつけたとき感慨深そうな顔をしてたじゃないで
It's
す
a
か。
joke. That's just because it felt so nostalgic.
懐かしい？以前にもここに
In
来た
another
こと
world
に
line, shouldn't have been. So true what Momoka said, that the over technology found all over the world was brought here from the future.
それは刹那さん自身の目でご覧になって
Seeing it
から
myself.
ご判断ください。
Wait, do you have it here? Is that what she brought me here? Still, don't you find it hard to believe?
私は信じていますよ。未来から過去へのタイムトラベルは理論上は可
Oh,
能
but I already know. Right,
ただ
whatever.
現代の技術力が理論に
I
追いつ
think
い
I
ていな
know
い
the
だ
logic
けなんです。
from what I can remember a little bit, but I just don't even. It'll come eventually somewhere later. Thanks, Chris, for teaching me Natsukashi. Urusai. Umai. Oh yeah, Kuon told me that before. He believes in the power of science.
これ中宮先生の未
The,
発
the
表
sound
なんじゃない
effect.
ですか。どうしてこんな貴重なものが
Unpublished
こ
paper.
こに。
あら、リジェクト食らったと言って夏美
Rejected.
が投げ捨ててた論文じゃないですか。
Dickai. you're gonna have to that one's gonna be important, Dickai.
なんともったいない。
What a waste,
まあ
indeed.
中宮先生は最先端の一歩も二歩も先に行っておられる天才でしたから凡人に理解できないのも仕方あ
She
りませ
must be a big fan of Nakamiya Sensei. I'm getting the feeling that it's not science itself in which Momoka has faith.
ん。それはそれとして
That's what I said.
貴重な資料を放置しっぱなしというのは一体全体どういうことでしょう。
English with Natsuki. Can I think of any Justice Delicious?
さすがに閉鎖前に回収されているものとばかり。戻ったら早速教授を問い
Wake up taste. Oh god. Oh no. Now we're gonna do obscure references that only people get who watch a specific YouTube channel, but whatever. All abroad.
やめておいた方がいいですよ、山吹先生。研究の世界で成功したければ上の決定には逆らわないことです。
まさか中宮先生の研究ごと浦島基地を葬るつもりだと。
それだけ重大なものがここにはあるということです。
The cold sleep machine, a piece of over technology inexplicable to modern science, brought here from the future.
それではご案内しましょう。
The
こ
secret
の
to
世
this
界の
world.
秘密が眠る場所へ。
One leads us deeper and deeper into the interior of the platform. Markings on the wall indicate our height above sea level. The numbers get progressively lower, eventually into negative. After a while, we reach the lowest floor.
これが
Damn. This is the cryo sleep machine thing. It almost looks like what? A space capsule. I don't even know.
あの子と共に発見されたコールドスリープマシンと思われる機械です。
思われる。
Believe.
原理は解明されていません。少なくとも現在研究が進められている液体窒素浸透型ではありません。
動力は
低圧交流電源のようですが、その発生源は不明です。
何も分かっていない。 いえ、何も調べられていないということですね。
I gently rest my hand on the machine's exterior. Suddenly a chill shoots down my spine like I'm touching a block of
どう
ice.
されました、せつなさん。
Nah, it's nothing. I touched the machine again. This time it feels like regular metal. Ina spent 5 years in this thing. I walk around it, taking a close look from every side. It's cylindrical, about 2 meters in length, tapering off to become narrower at each end. The inside is just about big enough for one person to lie in, and it's all filled with some gel-like substance. Rows of buttons line both sides. There's also something that looks like a speaker near where the occupant's head would rest. If the design had been a bit more polished, I might have thought it was some futuristic bed. The interior is pretty bare bones, almost like a small boat.
あの子はこの中で静かに眠っていました。呼吸さえせず、まるで死んだように。ただ、その顔にはうっすらと笑顔が浮かんでいました。
Smile.
何かとても幸せな夢を見ているかのように。
She was left dreaming for 5 years.
本当に今でも動くのですか？
ここにエネルギー残量を示すと思われるメーターがついているのですが、見たところ1割も減っていません。
それでは想定されている耐用年数は、いえ、その前に
Expire.
体の方が限界。
Expired bodies. That's something to think about. What she just said. Like this, it says she is. Mocha inspects the machine with great care. I don't feel like doing that myself right now. Looking at it gives me the shivers. I'm frozen in place, imagining Dina spending 5 full years inside of that all by herself. Kuon said she appeared to be dreaming. What if she really wasn't? She couldn't wake up from that dream for all those years. How was she able to tell the difference between dream and reality after she woke? What if her dream was an incredibly happy one? How could she have adjusted to life in this cruel reality after that? What would she have
信
believed?
じてくださいましたか？
Bone's voice suddenly penetrates the silence. I almost let out a yelp. That's how entranced I was by the machine. Yeah, I don't have any scientific knowledge, but my intuition is telling me that this object doesn't belong in this world. It's not supposed to be
未
here.
来の人間はこの世界の過去に何度も介入しています。
That resulted in the birth of the legend.
私たちが生きる今は何度も過去を書き換えられた世界なんです。
And it resulted in the death of Dina, who believed in the legend.
ならばですよ。
So if I were to prevent the development of this time
私
machine,
たちにだって過去を書き換えることは可能なはずです。
But this is all theory. We don't have any technology. We don't have the technology to build a time
そう
machine
今は不可能です。
right now. And then I drop my gaze. There's a vessel right here. A vessel that might bring us into the distant future. You can cryo sleep in it.
未来のどこかのタイミングで必ずタイムマシーンは開発されます。
Oh. Bringing over technology into the
そ
past.
のタイムマシーンを使えば過去を書き換えることが可能です。
And that way we can obtain a future that we want.
救うことができます。
We can save Dina. Once upon a time on this island, a man and a woman fell in love. The man's name was Setsuna and the woman's name was Dina. Dina threw herself into the ocean, believing that she would be reunited with Setsuna that way. And Setsuna... How many years would it take?
わかりません。しかし、10年や20年では効かないでしょう。
That was a stupid question. I've already decided to dedicate myself to this. I swore that I wouldn't let her go, even if she died. Would it be possible to wake up whenever you wanted?
タイマーによる自動解除か、外部操作による強制解除でしか不可能なようです。
Then how am I supposed to know when the time machine has been
そ
invented?
の時が来たら、私たちが目覚めさせます。
But what if it takes hundreds of
必
years?
ず語り継ぎます。
See, it seems as if everything was planned out this way. Destined to become Setsuna from the very beginning. No, this is a bit different. Alright, I'll take your word for it. This is the first time I'm accepting my destiny. I'm going to become Setsuna for the first time in order to save her. So, okay, I'm setting it
もう
now.
少し右。ストップ。そこで OK です。
That didn't sound okay. Struggling with the control panel, I slowly lowered the cold sleep machine. Dangling from a crane onto the deck of our ship. Oh, we weren't gonna do it there. Oh, of course not, because the thing was gonna be blown up. So, okay. The idea was MC is gonna get into the time machine, cryosleep machine, wake up in the future when there are time machines, then time travel back to safety. Is that how it's gonna go? The knowing what I know from time travel stories is that we're gonna... I know from time travel stories, if you're going into the past, you'll see your own self, and like, so there are two ways to... I don't know how this game's gonna do time travel. It could either be completely different, or you see yourself and the events are going to look exactly the same. Steins Gate style, yeah. Son of a bitch. Whatever, we're just gonna keep going and see how this game deals with paradoxes. Yay! Struggling with the control panel, so to sleep. Yeah, okay.
ずれてます。左、もっと左にゃ
Funk. The machine is now dangling diagonally after one end hit the deck of the platform. One more try him. Control panel isn't responding. It seems like the crane is low on power. I'm out of cash. Mocha, give me some
ー
coins.
キャッチャーじゃありません。貴重なものなんですから真面目にやってください。
Oh well, I'll have to rely on the sweat of my own brow for the rest. Nah, this thing is heavy. Really putting my back into it. I gave it a couple more pushes trying to get it onto the deck.
やはりこういう時、男手があると頼もしいですね。
Wait, don't tell me you only brought me to carry your
あ
stuff?
ら、そのつもりでしたけど。
What? What?
貴重な希望の船をむざむざ海上ステーションと一緒に海に沈めるわけにはいきませんし。
Who's going to travel to the future then?
私が行きたい。
Oh, I'm not going. An energetic voice emerges from above the machine. Before I have the chance to respond, Mocha opens the hatch and climbs
タ
inside.
イムマシンが開発されるような未来とはどんな世界なのでしょう。車が空をビュンビュン飛んでいた
I
り、
thought it was gonna be
ロボ
main
ットがそこら
character.
中をガッションガッション歩いていたりするんでしょうか。
Get out of here, it's heavy enough with you in it.
とんでもない。こんなに興味深いものから一瞬でも目を離すなんて。
He's a total science geek.
なるほど。やはり動力源は中宮先生が提唱していた電子スピン核運動量の非対称性を利用して
Hey, don't open it.
大体はリキッドメタル。まさか米軍が極秘裏に研究中だと噂の。
I'm afraid at this point they are going to have to come up with things that aren't actually real, but could be future scientific. Yeah, let's just ignore it. Ugh. Liquid metal cooled CPU. It would be hella conductive, so it would actually get the heat out of your CPU real quick. Not gonna lie. Oh, that exists? That's a thing? Never mind then. I don't even know. I mean, liquid metal? To be honest, I'm thinking about it, it's not really... What? Liquid metal cooled. You do realize there aren't really any metals that in room temperature are Excuse me? Now I kind of want to... What is it's gallium. It's gallium. Of course it's gallium, right? There aren't very many liquids that metals that are liquid. Of course it must have been gallium, because I'm thinking it couldn't be mercury. you wouldn't have that. When combined with other metals, a melting freezing point of gallium alloy drops to nearly minus 19 degrees Celsius. That means at normal temperatures, liquid metal remains liquid. Right. Okay, at that point that's possible. I was thinking, how would you do that? But gallium, that would be like kind of your only option. Anyway, more side tangents that I'm looking into. Managed to push a machine into the ship. It's sticking out a bit over the stern, but there's not much we can do about that.
船出せそうですか？
正直積載オーバーだが、なんとかなるだろう。
Starts the engine and we begin moving away from the platform. Looks like I can finally take a breather now.
なるほど。このスイッチで純化の速度を調整して、
Acclimatization?
このセンサーが脳波の変化を。
Brain waves? Mocha's fiddling with the machine, seemingly unaware of her surroundings. Does liquid metal actually work better at the current technology that we have? Does it actually work better in like water cooling or anything? Do you understand it?
見てください。ここ。略語でわかりにくいですが。
英語？
英語です。
Oh, that's easy.
よかったですね。少なくとも英語が廃れるほど未来から来たものではなさそうですよ。
English is the language. Chinese, screw that. Has nothing to do with water cooling. Right. Liquid metal cooling is nothing like water cooling. I don't know anything about computers, computer building, so I apologize. Water cooling is a whole different thing. Why is it called the same then? Liquid metal cooled? It's just the thermal compound you use. Okay, yeah. But then why is it called liquid metal cooling when, I mean, like a thermal paste cooling, I guess, whatever. It's just a replacement for your thermal compound. I thought it would be something very different, given I was in my head comparing it to water cooling for some bizarre reason. That would, I don't even know, whatever. Can't imagine I can't imagine the English language dying out unless we're taking some kind of post-apocalyptic, unless we're talking about some kind of post-apocalyptic future.
節野さん、英語は大丈夫ですか?
That's kind of the problem with these visual novels. We're assuming we're speaking in Japanese right now, so don't worry, I'm fluent.
本当ですか?
No, but if I don't say so, she might seriously end up taking my place. Shit.
まあ、コールドスリープに関しては装置にお任せで大丈夫なようです。
I know how thermal paste works. Anyway, I think... What do you mean?
センサーがモニタリングしたバイタルをリアルタイムでフィードバックしてオートマチックにベストなコンディションをキープするメカニズムが
Sorry, can you explain it more clearly?
理論としては現代のコールドスリープと同じで原子熱振動の抑制ですが冷電振動の原因である不確定性を排除するために全量子の振る舞いを見て確認し事前に計算
Nope, still don't get it.
これが解凍タイマーです
Good. Don't take it. Make it sound like a microwave.
とりあえず
Microwave?
最大値にセットしておきますね
How many years would that
知
be?
らない方がいいかと思いますよ気が遠くなりますから
Bruh. Seriously, I hope they'll still understand Japanese then. Whoops.
それにしてもこんな小さな装置の一体どこにそんな演算能力がいえそれ以前に冷媒の供給はどこから
Refrigerant. Mocha seems to have returned to her own little world again. I suppose it's to say no matter where I go, there'll always be some lingo I don't understand.
やはり山吹先生をお呼びして正解でしたね。
You knew she was like this then? That's why you called her?
もちろんです。なんといってもあの夏美の愛弟子ですから。
Bye, Spear. Did you foresee that I'd volunteer?
まあ、うすうすは。
Since when? Since she decided to invite Momoka? Or maybe since the day I returned from the island alone?
あの子があなたをうちに連れてきた時からですよ。
I see. Wait, you've known for that long?
あの子が伝承にとらわれていることはなんとなく感じていましたから、そんなあの子がセツナという名前の男の子を連れてきたんです。嫌でも伝承と同じ結末を想像してしまいます。
Things happened exactly as she feared. I'm sorry I couldn't stop it from happening.
いえ、私こそもっと早くセツナさんに全てを打ち明けておけば。
Would that have changed anything? There were plenty of opportunities for us to shape a different future, but we ended up arriving at the worst possible conclusion. But that's exactly why I think we'd never make the same mistakes if we got the chance to do things over.
本当にいいのですか？あの子のために。
It's a bit late to ask, isn't it? If I don't go, who will?
それではやはり私が。
しかしセツナさんには別の生き方もあるはずです。この時代で生きるという。
ですからこの私が未来に。
I tried that. Sadly, it turns out I don't have any literary talent. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life as a drifter, a bum.
うちに戻ってきてください。私は今でもセツナさんのことを家族だと思っていますよ。
Cool.
というわけでここは私が未来に行って。
Dude. I can see a black line going up and down there. That's kind of... This is great, by the way. Can you see it on the stream as well? It must be really thin. Right here. There appears to be some PNG transparency issues at the very top of the image here. But for some reason it doesn't happen on the other side. I don't know. Jeez, calm down a little, will you? Jesus Christ.
違うわと。
What the fuck? Hey, cool. I'm not saying I'm abandoning this world or anything. I'll definitely come back here once I've got my hands on a time machine in the future. Assuming that there's a time machine in the future and all of this theory is true, I'll come to live with you again after I've saved Ina.
しかし
The thing is, we're now assuming there's time machines in the future because we're seeing these things. What if the explanation to that is even more different? Because everything, all theories we've heard in this game turn out to be just completely wrong. Wonder if Kuon has realized it too. Maybe I'll end up returning to a parallel universe that's different from this one. Maybe there may not be a way home for me. Traveling to the past means sacrificing yourself, but I don't mind. I believe we can do this. I believe that the future we want is within reach. Go and just trust me. Wait for me to come back. No matter what awaits me in the future, I'll... What the? Look in the direction the noise came from. The offshore platform was just looming behind us moments ago. That timing, and also... What? Let's go crumbling down, whipping up a cloud of dust and smoke.
どうして？予定では明日のはずで
Right,
は。
there was...
山吹先生、この島に来ることを誰かに。
Follow Kuon's gaze. She's looking at the small boat with a group of jet skis trailing behind it, briefly visible from behind the side of the column of, the other side of the column of smoke.
まさか教授たちが。
衝撃が来るぞ。捕まれ。
Fuck. I grab onto the railing to keep myself from being thrown overboard. Is everyone alright? In the corner of my eye, I spot a large mass starting to shift.
刹那さん、装置が。
I reach out for it. Got it, but I can't bear its weight all by myself.
次が来る。大きいぞ。
Ugh. The deck suddenly tilts to one side. I'm catapulted into the air, and the next moment I'm swallowed by the waves. That moment, I feel like I can hear something. Her voice. She's calling out for me. Setsuna. I grab her. This time I successfully grab hold of her hand. I'm never letting go. I'm doing the voice acting of this game. I'd sunk below the waves, but I'm floating on the surface now. In front of me there's a vessel. No, the cold sleeping machine. It floats. 'Cause there's air inside. Oh, it's starting to
刹那さん
sink.
早くこちらへ。すぐに次の波が来ますよ。
Hear the voices coming from the ship above. The cold sleep machine is slowly losing buoyancy. The ocean is swallowing it up. It's swallowing our one vessel, our only hope to save the girl. Is this its destiny? Screw that. You guys should get out of here. Destiny. I can't just leave everything to luck.
それでは刹那さんは
Alright, is he gonna hop into the thing right now? Going to the future. I'm going to save her for sure. I'll save her life. Clamber into the machine and lie down. All wet. Ugh. The sensation of the cold metal against my skin gives me goosebumps. When I close the door from the inside, I'm distracted from the tumult. The outside world and a sweet scent fills my air. The moment to catch a whiff of it, I lose all feeling and my consciousness starts to fade. I feel like I'm sinking down as though to the bottom of the ocean. Hey, Lina. You weren't here for 5 years, weren't you? In that case, I have nothing to fear. It doesn't make a difference whether it's 550 or 500 years. I'm just going to take a nap. It's a little break in the middle of my long journey. So, Lina, can you wait a little longer? I'm just going to take a short detour from the future. Or to the future, I'll be back soon. I'll come and see you as soon as I'm back. Just as I'm losing consciousness, I spot something. Setsuna Nine. Oh, it's the lover's umbrella thing that is a thing in Japan. Those two names are scribbled neatly together under a little umbrella. Maybe it's an illusion I'm seeing, wishful thinking, or maybe it's her wish that she recorded here. I'm sure that our wish will transcend time. Our feelings will reach each other, no matter where we are, and our dream will go on forever. And then it goes dark. Island. The first year. I just keep on waiting, keep on believing. The next 10 years I spend thinking about her, only her. In the next 100 years I recall everything I experienced on that island. Coincidental encounters, disagreements, misunderstandings, the bonds I forged, the farewells I said. I replay my memories of her over and over in my head. I memorize every single word, every little action, so that I'll never get them wrong. When I'm done, I rewind and start over from the beginning. I repeat this process countless of times. Like a never-ending story, like a world that's stuck in an infinite loop. But details are lost every time I replay it. That's what happened with an analog tape. Her voice, her words, they're drowned out by noise. What did she say again that one time? Why was she crying back then? What did I do to make her laugh? What did she call me that one time? I keep replaying my story, like I'm desperately gluing together fragments of tape, like I'm gathering together the broken shards of a shattered memory, and using my imagination to fill the gaps. Oh, just Thanos snapped the things out of existence. Eventually I can no longer tell which parts are true and which are fiction. Donate. I'm not doing it again. I start wondering if I didn't just make it all up, if she isn't just some kind of imaginary friend. Maybe that island never existed and the world I saw was entirely fictional. I'm even starting to doubt my own existence. Maybe I am the imaginary friend someone dreamed up. All my thoughts are being swallowed by white noise. It drowns out all of my memories, every feeling, my entire consciousness. All that remains are, in the end, are two words. Setsuna, Ine. Those two names are scribbled neatly together under a little umbrella. Maybe it's just an illusion I'm seeing, wishful thinking. Maybe it's someone's wish for me. Eventually even those words start to fade. The sea of noise swallows them up. Stop it, not those. Take anything from me, but not those two words. Please, anything but that. I reach out my hand, my fingertips graze the writing. Then, I see a ray of light, and my noise-filled world turns completely white. I find myself in a snow-white world. The white plains seem to stretch out endlessly. Every time I take a step, my feet sink deep into the snow. I lose my balance and stumble. Where am I? No, it doesn't matter. I have to remember, there's something else I'm supposed to be asking. What? That's right. What year is it? My lips are starting to freeze together, so I fail to voice the question out loud. Dragging my body along, I start walking again. It's heavy, like I'm made out of lead. There's a mosquito already. Ow, did that just get here? My face, arms, and legs hurt, like they're being stabbed with needles. No matter how far I walk, the scenery remains the same. I wonder if this same scenery stretches out all the way to the ends of the earth. Or maybe this is the end of the world already. Is this a post-apocalyptic future? Anybody? Is anybody around? Huh? My foot catches on something and I fall flat on my face. How many times have I done this now? I don't have the strength left to stand up again. I've come a long, long way to get here. I finally reached my destination, but was it too much for me to handle? Have I hit my limits? My mouth moves on its own, uttering a single word. It's that one word which is etched in the depths of my memory. The name of the girl I won't have a second chance at saving. Ine. That moment, I hear footsteps approaching over the snow. I look up. A girl with a worried look on her face enters my vision. That face looks so familiar, so dear to me that I could cry.
どうして
Oh, you're...
どうして私の名前
You're... Island.
あなたに似てる切なる忘れ物の名を聞こえてリンネ私の名前はリンネだよ
Never Island. That's that? Is that where it ends? That's all you missed? Oh, it even changed the... Are you kidding me? Wow, that's actually great. I'm so glad I quit the game before this so it didn't save. I'm so glad that I then didn't save at all. What do I do? Do I hit start? My cursor is kind of stuck on start by default. I'm just gonna assume I can just click this. Wait, or what? I what? It's not blue. I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm not into a dream. I was having a dream. One so long it felt like it lasted forever. They're pretty common, right? The kind of dream you're having, the kind of dream where you're having a friendly chat with your first childhood crush to whom you never once spoken in real life, or where the both of you are fighting abhorrent traditions, chasing the secrets of an unknown world, risking life and limb in the name of love. My inconceivable past. These dreams are all that's left now of memories even I should have forgotten, but I find them extremely comforting for some reason. I never ever want to wake from them. Well, I know. This is all a dream. The moment you wake up, you have to throw on your clothes, wolf down your breakfast, and head straight to the office. Your boss will scold you if you're even a minute late. Being told off is nothing, but that 1 minute on your timesheet will come back to haunt you when your end of year assessment rolls around. It might even give them enough reason to hand you a notice of dismissal. If you're lucky enough to keep your job, you might still be placed under some fresh-faced new recruit. All that for 1 minute. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. No excuse will cut it. No amount of repenting will earn you forgiveness. You can't recover the time you've lost. This world is so suffocating. Who would ever want to live in a world like this? If only the alarm clock ringing beside my bed was some kind of doomsday device? If only a quick press on the snooze button could bring it all to ruin. I'd hit it without a second thought. I know. I'm powerless. I can't make any difference in this world. I'm just a cog in the machine. One single cog among countless others. Stopping isn't permitted, nor any deviation from my course. All I'm allowed to do is spin on, and should any sign of a defect be found, the cog in question will simply be taken out and replaced with a new one. This never in my life has the sentence, "Are you aware of your own defect?" applied more to this than to anything. I am sorry. I know, but I can't carry on dreaming. Or can't I carry on dreaming? Just for a little bit longer. At least let me have my happy ending. At least let me get to the part where I make her happy. Never Island.
あ、え、なにこれ？止めるには、あ、これかな？うん、これだよね。
God, it's so noisy.
そうだ。
Ah,
分解すれば、
what's up with this racket?
ドライバー。
Sorry for the loud noise on stream. Pass it here. I take the alarm clock from her and push the button on the top. Phew. Thank God that ended. Okay, back to bed. I can finally get off to sleep again. Let's hope I can quickly pick up where I left off. Whap. Where am I? I find myself in a cramped, filthy room. It looks like the inside of a cave. There aren't any windows or anything like that. The only light to speak of is an oil lamp dangling from the ceiling. As I rise from the child-sized bed, the blanket slips clean off. Why am I butt naked? Wait, who are you? Why are you staring? Oh, staring at me down there.
ここり。
What are you? What? What? What are you taking out the measuring tape for?
しゃべった。
Well, yeah, I've been talking normally this whole time.
大きいね。
You can't say that. You can't do this. I suppose it is. No. I did say you're gonna have to learn it. Actually made my date. I like you, kid. Tell you what, I'm gonna treat you to some shaved ice.
かきご。
Oh no, should we? Oh, I can't even. Also, there aren't any windows. Is this a Farron paradise? Is also a great inside joke. Oh my god. What, you've never heard of it before? You pour some syrup on a bowl of shaved ice and... The girl cocks her head to one side in confusion. Her noggin's going to snap off and roll away unless I say something. How do I explain it? Alright, it's like snow. Sweet snow.
雪？雪ならわかるよ。
Phew, I got through to her.
でも雪は甘くないよ。
Never mind. You should try it sometime. I know a place that does really good shaved ice. What's it called? Wait, what? Alright, it's called. Wait, what's it called again? What the, oh no. I didn't write this. You have to blame, what's her name? What was her name? Vilka? Who was in the credits last time? Blame her for the dialogue in English, by the way. There's definitely something else she could have used there. In fact, I've been feeling very, very chilly for a while now. Where on earth are we? Judging by the kid's funny clothes and the fact that she's never heard of shaved ice before. The North Pole, maybe? But she wouldn't understand Japanese if that was it.
寒い？
Oh, they're speaking
だったら
Japanese.
これを着て。
Of course, hands me a large pile of what looks like clothing. Is that right? Are these for me to wear? Wait, where did mine go?
外で乾かしてるところだよ。びしょ濡れだったから。
Soaked, as if in water. Oh, that must have been really cold in the snow. Oh, Jesus. Damp clothes are no bother. The heat from my bed will dry them in no time. I'll get up off the bed and head towards the door, but not before the girl grabs my arm to stop me.
ダメだよ、ダメ。あんな服じゃ死んじゃうよ。
What?
そう。死にかけてたんだよ。あなた。
The whole time I've been chatting with this girl, I've had this weird tingling feeling all along my spine. Where have I seen her
ど
before?
うしたの？
Oh, was it you back then? I remember now, I was wandering across a snowy plain. I heard footsteps approaching. When I looked up, there she was.
誰？やっと思い出した？
I thought it was a dream, just a fragment of a shattered dream, which means this isn't a dream? I reach out and give the girl's cheeks a good hard pinch. You should be doing that to yourself. They're so soft and so warm. Oh, sorry, I was a bit... Dude, the dialogue in this game, I swear to God, I let go of her face. The girl looks up at me, her cheeks puffy and swollen.
私、命の恩人なの。
Those sons, haha. You mean me and Jack? She saved my life indeed. That's true, you did. Thanks for helping me out. I owe you. Tell you what, I'll give you 3 wishes, anything you want.
なんでも？
Actually, no lewd stuff. I guess a kiss couldn't do any harm. Also, no wishing for 100 more wishes or anything like that. Keep your requests reasonable.
じゃあ、一つ目。
What's your name? So soon? You can take a little longer to think over it, you know?
服を着て。
That face is a great face. Oh yeah, I'm still stark naked. I thread my arms through the sleeves of the top she handed me earlier. How does that fit you, by the way? Wait, have I got this right way around?
よかった。ぴったり。
Oh, and why? What? She beams at me as she zips up my jacket. Makes me feel warm inside, weirdly enough.
ね、お腹
How
空
do
い
you
たわ。
have clothing that... assuming you live alone? No, not particularly. That sound effect was quite loud. I'm completely famished.
じゃあ二つ目。ちょっと待ってて。
Saying nothing more, she disappears through the door. What could it be? Let's just take a good moment to look at the room. What? This is a map of some sorts? Of a sphere? A mess and cogs and stuff? And a bunch of hats. And tools. Cloth or something? Hammer, shelves with something. I don't even know. Since I've got nothing to do, how do I know? I take another look around the room. How do I know? I'm just trying. I'm too. What? It's a pile of junk on the desk. I can see it looks like a speaker unit and a mini. What? What? Where and where? I can see what looks like a speaker unit and a mini television. I'm sorry? Maybe something that's under the desk here? The rest of it looks like scrap metal. A laptop? Where? And a working one too by the looks of it. I flip it over. It says it was made in the year 2016. We were in 1999, so this is... 16.
お待たせ。はい。パン。
That would only be, what, 17 years in the future? Bread. Oh, no, I didn't screenshot it. I have some bread. How do I screenshot that and send it to... It's too late. It's too late. I should have sent it to Rio. Oops, I messed up my windows. Imagine going to the future but still in the past. This game came out in 2016, so that's kind of funny. She hands me a steaming mug of something and a single slice of bread on that plate. Oh no, I can't accept this. You saved my life. You've done more than enough.
食べて。三つ目のお願い。
Okay, I tentatively accept the plate and take a bite of the bread. Crunch. It's rock hard.
ふやかしながら食べるんだよ。ほら、こうやって。
Pretty sure it came out in 2016. The English version didn't, though. I think. The NDB says releases Island on Windows 2016 and Island Download Edition, which is probably, let's see, English Edition 2018. Yeah, so the English version came out after the anime came out, somewhere around the time of the anime in 2018, but the Japanese version was already out in 2016. Yeah. Also, this game is considered very long, or not very long, just long according to Visual Novel Database website, and it has been forever, indeed. Takes the bread from me and dunks it into the hot liquid. But, I hold my mouth wide open, she sticks it inside. Tastes great. It really doesn't, to be perfectly honest, but my empty stomach is grateful for it all the same. How long to beat gave me an average of 43 hours. Is that a website? It's delicious, truly scrumptious. I gulp it down in the blink of an eye and guzzle up the rest of my drink. Feel like I've been brought back to life. Or reborn, more like. Jill stares at me, lost in thought. If she's nostalgic for something she once had. Are you fine using up your 3 wishes like that? What a nice kid. Ooh, how admirable of you. What dreams would those be? I might be able to help you, know? Hmm? She has such a cheerful expression on her face. Maybe I just imagined that flash of sadness a minute ago. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Actually, it's a secret. That's also a secret. In fact, I'm a super important top secret mission. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. Suppose it is. Now, what was my mission again? More importantly, who am I? That reminds me, what's your name? And then suddenly, Zen starts playing. She stares blankly at me, clearly puzzled. I called for it earlier, though. Should at least get to know who my savior is, right? That's only really an excuse. Did we make the same joke? Hell yeah. Still, I feel obliged to ask. Yes. What does she mean by that? Do I know this kid? She's saying we've met somewhere before? She raises her head, then continues. Rinne. Now, as far as I have read somewhere, in the Japanese version of the game, her name would originally be in hiragana, and now her name is in katakana. I'm pretty sure I mixed up. In the previous stream, I said that would be the first iteration of Setsuna and the second iteration of Setsuna. That was not quite right. It was this that I meant, or what I forgot what it was for. So in Japanese, this would be in katakana. So in English, the English release, they did the little I don't know what the English word for it is, but yes, the extra mark above the E, but it's pronounced the same way. Nah. Why are my cheeks wet with tears? An accent, yes. Even the last name is slightly different. 13. My memories come flooding back. Forgotten memories of a summer's day long ago.
絶対また会いに来て生まれ変わって待ってるから。あれ
うしたの？
Before I know it, I find the girl staring up at me in concern. Oh, sorry, what were you saying? I hastily wipe away my tears. It's sort of embarrassing crying in front of a child.
ちゃんと聞いてた？私はリンネ。リンネだよ。うん。何？
Or that was Ine. It's a lovely name. That's all I'm able to say.
私もね、この名前気に入ってるんだ。おとぎ話に出てくる名前でね、二人の男女がお互いを信じ合って永遠の愛を約束するお話なんだよ。私もそういう人になりたいんだ。自分の信じたことを最後まで貫ける人に。
I've never found capable of believing in something so fiercely myself. Just a question of putting your faith in something and sticking with it, right? Right now, though, I don't have a clue. But I'm sure someday.
いつか夢は叶う。この名前にはそんな願いが込められてるんだ。
The Goldine puffs up with pride.
おじいちゃんにはいつも名前負けしてるって言われちゃうん
Perhaps
だ
she
け
is
ど
living
ね。
with someone else? Your granddad?
今日もそろそろ戻って。あ、
Ina freezes on the spot with her mouth hanging wide open.
忘れてた。どうしようどうしよう。こっちじゃダメだ。こっちに。
帰ったぞ、リンネ。ん？
Uh-oh.
いないのか。
I'm sure that Nina jumps up with a shock. Jumps with shock upon hearing that deep voice beyond the door. What are you panicking for?
隠れて早く。
Forces me under the bed covers.
詰めてはみ出しちゃう。
Hey, what are you coming under here with me?
毛布が盛り上がってたらバレちゃうもん。
I know, but I can't squeeze up any further.
肩の関節とか外
I've
して。
heard that before. Dislocating your shoulder? That's crazy talk. Why do we even have to hide anyway?
リンネ。
Old
ま
man.
たお前は部屋にこもって。どうした？ベッドに潜り
This
込ん
looks fine. Ugh, Nina squirms around restlessly before poking her head out.
お腹痛くて。
Driving my head into her stomach. I can't breathe.
かなり張ってるじゃないか。ちょっと見せてみろ。
Bruh. This totally is gonna look okay.
いいから。
Can't breathe.
そうだな。わしが見たところでどうしようもない。医者を呼んでくる。
大丈夫だからすぐ治るから。
Can't hold it any longer.
しかしだな、リンネ。もしお前に何かあったら、アマラに申し訳が。
No more. Wow. Fresh air at last.
うん？
That must have looked just great. The blanket which was whipped up into the air upon my escape falls onto the floor. On the other side of the room is an old man, his eyes filled with abject horror. Nina is lying face up on the bed. Here I am straddling her. Boy, does this look bad.
孫娘に何をしておるか。
Yep. Yeah, well, about what I thought, given this game.
世界の命運がかかった非常に重要な極秘任務を人知れず遂行中と。
That's right. Glad we could clear up this little misunderstanding. Nervan? Son?
ふざけるのも大概にしろ。誰がそんなヨタ話を信じるか。
私は信じるよ。だって私も世界の命運がかかった非常に重要な極秘任務を人知れず遂行中だもん。
リンネは黙っておれ。わしはこの男と話している。
もう
The pouting face, dude.
で、お前、名前は？
Zen starts playing for the second time. Like I said, it's confidential.
この辺りでは見かけん顔だが、居住区画は？
You're asking my address. I'm not the type to be tied down to one place.
無駄なしか。まったく、いい年して嘆かわしい。
Oof. Colorless.
厄介ごとに巻き込まれるのはごめんだ。早くこの家から出て行ってくれ。
Of course, it's the least I can do considering your granddaughter rescued me. Dina sitting beside me, that's a small yelp.
でもおじいちゃん、この人さっきまで外で倒れてて。
だからといっていちいち施しを与えていたらキリがないだろう。行き倒れなんて今時珍しくもない。
そうじゃなくて、この人は。
リンね、お前も今月から成人だろう。いい加減世の中は綺麗事だけじゃ回らないことを学んだらどうだ。
I thought your sister was 13. She bites her lip, then hangs her head in silence. I get it. Time for me to make my leave, I guess. Thanks for your help, Dina. I give her behatted head a hearty rub. Nervenson? Nervenson's piercing gaze frightens me a little, but it looks like he's willing to let that one pass, seeing as I'm about to go.
ごめん。
No, it's my fault for getting you in trouble. Turn around and head for the front door. Nothing outside but snow, who cares? I'm well wrapped up anyway. Make sure to zip my jacket up all the way. But am I just gonna steal clothing?
おいお前、その服。
Give me a break, old man. If I went back in the old clothes I arrived in, I'd freeze to death. Should I just make a run for it? I push the door open with a crack, but the next moment my hand is still...
まさか、節なのか。
Excuse me? Huh? Who's...
そうだ、いいこと思いついた。
With that, Nina dashes outside. Light streams in through the wide open doorway, blinding me in the process.
ねえ、一緒に来て。
Bathed in light, she spins around and reaches out to me, given just a glimpse of the outside world behind
あ
her.
なたにあげる。刹那の忘れ物。
I take her hand and step out into the light. What? I'll give you what Setsuna once lost. My new journey starts here. Well, time to learn a lot more about this and be brain fried
そこ気を
again.
つけて。古くなってるから。
But I'll leave that to next time, which means some other day. It's gonna be the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. There's been a lot. Wait, if I hit
ほ
save.
ら、ちゃんと覚えておき
Oh,
な
it's
さいよ。
still here. Even so, what if I go back to title then? Because I don't want to hit the flowchart. A lot has happened. And we're now in Never Island territory.
あら、タイトルに戻るの？
What if I go back to title?
ネバーアイランド。
Oh, it's still like this. Nice. That's great. This game. This game. Yeah. Never Island. Anyway. Thanks for watching the stream or YouTube video. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.